Welcome back to CUTV News Center. I'm Creighton Rabs with your sports report. Cody Schroeder threw touchdown passes to 4 different receivers as the California Vulcans crushed Kutztown 45-10 in last Saturday's home opener. And to the highlights we go. And we'll see Darnell Harding missed a game with an injury. He's getting the team fired up out on the field. Schroeder would go to work early on the Vulcans' first possession. Finds Paul Butler from 8 yards out. Make it 7-0 California. Nifty little pass right there to the corner of the end zone. Later on in the first, another strike from Cody Schroeder. This time, Kawan Scott. He had that game-winning touchdown last year at Kutztown. Pulls out another one from 36 yards, 14-0 Cal. After Cody Nuno's field goal, we move later on towards the end of the first half. Mike Williams grabs it from 41 yards out. It is 24-0 California at the half. And we saw all the offensive scoring. Hey, let's see the defense get in on it. Here's Noah Taylor. Tip and cashes in for the pick six. Make it 31-0 Cal. Kutztown later out a field goal. And here's the fourth of Cody Schroeder's touchdown passes. This one to C.J. Goodwin from 6 yards out. That would make it 38-3. Kutztown would score late, but it wasn't enough as California would win 45-10. Cody Schroeder's performance, very efficient, threw for 267 yards, going 20 for 28, no interceptions. That earned him PSAC West Offensive Player of the Week honors. Mike Williams caught 8 passes for 132 yards. Vulcans will host Edinburgh Saturday at Adamson Stadium, rather. CUTV will have coverage of this divisional showdown. You can watch our video stream live on the America One, and we'll also have live audio available at wcal.calu.edu or audio feed for Power 92 Radio. Clarion beat California 32-7 last Friday for their 66th consecutive win. CUTV's telecast of that game reached way beyond the Mon Valley. It was another Friday night under the lights at California Area High School's Trojan Stadium. What the crowd in the stands may not have seen was the work of the CUTV sports crew being displayed across Pennsylvania as last week's football game between Cal High and Clarion was broadcast on PCN, the Pennsylvania Cable Network.
The crew here with the students, we know what they're capable of. It's a great experience for them. PCN's come back to a quality production with the students here. They work well. It's a good production, good air. They work so well with us that it's simple to put over the air.
The joint production marked the 20th time in the past 15 years that CUTV and PCN have worked together on a high school football telecast.
Started back in California University in 2006. Was with CUTV for about 4 or 5 years. Numerous games, both high school and college games. Too many to count. I don't even know how many I have under my belt. Back here now with PCN, helping put other students on the air, and we're live tonight, so it's a good experience for the students to see what that procedure is like.
The experience was especially valuable for Tyler Harris, who called the game with Zach Lamar.
It's a really good experience, and it brings a lot of good feelings to these college kids being able to work not only for our typical career here at CUTV, but for as well as his PCN.
The broadcast airing across Pennsylvania also gives valuable exposure for the station and for California University as a whole.
It gets a lot of exposure for us and makes us look good overall. I saw a lot of opportunity in it. I looked into other schools before I came here, and I decided this was definitely the one to come to. A lot more opportunities than what I saw at other competing schools. So that's why I came here, and so far it's been proving well, and hopefully I got a few more years left in me, so I hopefully continue to go as well as it has so far.
And CUTV's game of the week this week is a Big 9 clash between Belle Vernon and Ann Elizabeth Forward. That game will air here on CUTV Saturday night at 8:30. Now on to the Vulcan scoreboard. It was 7th heaven for the women's tennis team as Lucy Sipkova won the singles title, then teamed up with Lucy Ray to capture doubles at the PSAC Individual Championships in Bloomsburg last weekend. Marks the 7th straight time a Vulcan has won the singles and doubles titles at the league tournament. They are in Charleston, West Virginia this weekend for the ITA Atlantic Regional Tournament. Even more PSAC accolades for Vulcan athletes this week. Cross-country runner Aaron Dinzio and volleyball player Laurel Miller received honors from the league in their respective sports. Dinzio, a junior from Sydney, Ohio, set a course record in winning the Division II Challenge in Kutztown last Saturday to earn PSAC Cross-Country Athlete of the Week honors. The Vulcan men placed 6th. Meanwhile, the women's team won the team title at that same meet. They defeated 13 other squads, including defending PSAC champion Shippensburg. That earned the Vulcan women the number 20 spot in the top 25 poll, the first time they have ever cracked the national rankings. The cross-country teams will travel to Canton, Ohio for the Malone Invitational this Friday. Laurel Miller, meanwhile, a junior outside hitter from Bethel Park, earned PSAC West Athlete of the Week honors after she led the Vulcans to 3 wins over the weekend at the Convocation Center. That momentum continued on Tuesday as Cal swept West Virginia Wesleyan. Vulcans will travel to Pittsburgh to take on Point Park on Saturday. And here's what else is on tap for the Vulcan sports teams this week. Women's soccer will host Edinburgh on Saturday, then Pitt Johnstown on Tuesday. CUTV will have coverage of Tuesday's game. Just check your local listings for air times. Vulcans blanked Clarion 4-0 at home last Saturday. Men's soccer will have a pair of matches at home this weekend. They will host Davison Elkins Saturday, then play their first conference match of the season against Pitt Johnstown on Sunday. And finally, the women's golf team will open their season this Sunday at the Indianapolis Invitational. And for the latest news, results, and up-to-the-minute schedules, visit calvulcans.com, your home for all things Vulcans sports. And speaking of the men's soccer team, Miriam, we're the Steel Army, which is the supporters section of the Pittsburgh Riverhounds football club, soccer club rather, they'll be coming down to campus on Saturday as part of their tour of area colleges. CalU's the only Division II program they're going to be visiting. I mean, it's quite an exciting time.
I think it's definitely good. Hopefully it'll bring out some more school spirit for our soccer team. I feel like all sports teams need more school spirit, so I think it's definitely going to bring out more students.
I always like to see what other schools bring to their student section. I'm really excited because they're traveling for their school. I think that's awesome. So I'm excited to see what it's like whenever they come out and really see what their student section is like.
And supporters sections, I mean, they're very common with a lot of the European clubs. You're starting to see that even with some of the American soccer clubs, especially up the road in Columbus and in Philadelphia at the top level of American professional soccer. You even see it here in Pittsburgh. So it should be a very exciting weekend up at the Phillipsburg Soccer Complex.
Okay, thank you, Creighton.
You're welcome.
For part of Student Appreciation Week, the Pittsburgh Pirate Pierogies came to campus to race Blaze down 3rd Street. Who would win the race between Cheese Chester, Jalapeno Hannah, and Blaze? Let's take a look. Poor Blaze. He said his shoes made him fall.
Oh.
But we'll see. I heard he was talking some smack down there, so maybe.
Well, I mean, that's karma. You don't talk to the pierogies that way.
I guess he deserved a little trip then.
I think it was interesting to see them run just because, I feel like in those helmets it would be hard to see, where you're going.
Yeah, it definitely takes a lot of practice, that's for sure. That will do it for this week's news edition of News Center.
Be sure to check out our live video feed on our website, cutv.calu.edu/live.
Thanks for watching and have a great week.